Hello the internet. It is Saturday the 9th of January 2016. I'm on a train to the city, going to the Annandale Hotel. The Annandale Hotel is a famous hotel in Sydney for rock music. Has been for a long time. Anyone has played at the Annandale. It's synonymous with live music. The thing is, in the last couple of years, there's been some changes. They've sold it a few times. They've closed it, they've opened it, and it's no longer a rock venue, which is weird because the reason I'm going there tonight is to see Gav, my cousin, aka P Truck. His band is the Bellhavens, and they're playing tonight at the Annandale, which is odd because I didn't think they had bands there anymore. Gav tells me that they've changed the layout in the band venue, and where the stage used to be, it's the other end of the room. It's also NSD. NSD today is, how am I going to do this? I'm going to stand up. Future Primitive is a skateboarding video. How do I best explain this to someone who doesn't ride a skateboard? This is the second video in a series of skate videos that a company called Powell Peralta. They brought these out in the late 80s, early 90s. Now, Powell Peralta was the biggest skateboard company for a long while. They had all the top riders. They had the Bones Brigade, which was like the best skateboarders of the era, including Tony Hawk, who everybody knows now. Back in that day, no one knew the guy except skateboarders. Now he's a household name. This video I grew up watching, trying to learn all the tricks in it and copying it. More so the Search for Animal Chin and Public Domain. I can't actually show you any footage from Future Primitive, obviously, because that would be blatant copyright infringement. What I can show you instead, some footage of me as an 11-year-old, maybe 12, just when I started skateboarding, wearing another Powell t-shirt. It's actually the Rat Bones shirt. It's black, it's got a white print. So I'll show you a few snippets of that, and then we'll go and see the Bellhavens. Whoa, hang on, cut. That also makes it a rewind as well as an NSD. So I've got to do both of those. It's NSD and a rewind. And that's your famous Annandale Hotel, the one I'm going to. It has changed. The stage is here. Wow. The stage used to be down here. Wow, it's very different. I don't know if I like it. Tell us about yourself and your band.
I'm Jen, I'm from the Bellhavens. We're an exciting psychedelic pop rock blues group.
I'm sorry that was a little bit rude. I didn't actually introduce Jen before, but she's writing a set list. If I was to film a song tonight, what song should I film?
Preferably Darkness, the last song.
Okay.
The newest one. The last one.
I'm going to film Darkness.
That's not the first time you stay at the end of the gig.
This is Jen's mum. They want me to stay to the end. I was going to stay to the end anyway. This is Gav. You've seen Gav before. It's his band. It's not really your band, is it? He's in the band. It's not really his band. Yeah. You didn't found the band. Founded? I've been asked to film tonight the song Darkness.
Oh, cool. That song is actually probably the band's favourite at the moment, but quite often you do think it's the newest song. It does feel like favourite, but it came together more just through a jam as opposed to somebody writing it from start to finish. Like it was just one riff essentially that we all just came together on. So yeah, we haven't actually done a song like that before, so it felt really exciting.
And I know when I walked in here I said I didn't like it, but now I discovered you can get long necks of Cooper's Sparkling for $7.50 in a venue, and you can drink it. That's amazing. No havens. That was darkness. Look at that. They don't look like they're moving at all, but they are moving. I'm moving. The escalator's moving. The whole thing's moving. I'm actually moving to Adelaide. Wait, that doesn't sound right. I'm not moving to Adelaide. I'm going to Adelaide. Got a couple of jobs this weekend in Adelaide. A guy, James Emming, he played in a band called Burn Collect, who I've done a lot of promo work with in the past. He's booked me to do some photo work this weekend. He's got a couple of gigs for me. One of them's his new band, which I can't remember the name of, and another one which I'll explain later. Let me just check in first. I could never work in an airport. I just couldn't work that out at all. All right, let's drop this bag off. Bag. Get out of there. Interference has been detected. That's because I put my camera near the bag. It thought I was putting extra weight on it. Now I gotta do it all again. All right, let's go. G'day.
Thanks, sir. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Thank you. I'll just give you a paper ticket. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. Cheers.
Paper tickets. Who needs them? You don't need paper. It's 2016. I'm chucking it in the bin.
Hello.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. I just need the paper one.
He needs the
sorry.
paper.
I do.
I was just making a comment on how no one needs paper anymore.
Oh, really?
Actually, he was going to throw it in the bin.
So I just proved you wrong.
Turns out he
didn't I?
needs it.
I need the paper. There we go. 26 on your right.
All right, thanks, man.
Pleasure.
That's what being a smartass gets you. Nothing.
Welcome to Adelaide. The local time is 3:48.
Flight to Adelaide is only an hour and a half. You just get up, you cruise along a little bit, then you come back down. It's an easy flight. See you later.
Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.
I should also mention it's NSD. This is Tame Impala, band from Perth. I've photographed Tame Impala many times. I think it's either 7 or 8 times in total. First time I photographed them was back in 2008 at a really lousy gig at Rocket Bar here in Adelaide. I've also photographed them at a festival where this is when nobody knew the band, so there was no one there watching them. I photographed those 2 shows, which was like, yeah, this band's pretty cool, pretty different. I think the last time I photographed them was a few years back, but they're playing like major festivals, major stages, huge audiences. They've done so well, and I'll show you some photos. Well, these are my Tame Impala photos. I'm talking in a very monotone voice over the top of these photos. This is my voice, my voice. These are also my photos of the band called Tame Impala. Silly name, great band. These photos I took, all of them at various points in history and time and locations. They're mine. Alright, I'm going to find James. James is picking me up, looking for an orange sports car. Now, I don't know anything about cars, but I've seen this one before. I know it's a sports car, and I remember it being orange. That's an orange sports car. Woo!
What's going on, mate?
James, how are you, man?
Denim.
Welcome.
Good flight.
Hello. We haven't met, have we?
You've not met Better before. This is Miranda.
Hey Miranda, nice to meet you. Give us a handshake, or just give us 5.
You don't need 5.
Yeah, that's the one. I mentioned earlier that James had 2 gigs for me here in Adelaide. The first one's his new band, which I couldn't remember the name of the band, but we can ask him. He's right here now. James, what's your new band's name?
They're called Sonic Ruse. We're a 90s hard rock cover band. Pearl Jam.
Sweet. All right, this is going to be tonight, so you're coming with. We're going to see all that. I'm going to do a promo shoot with the boys. Now, the other thing that James has got lined up for me. This is the second time I've come down to Adelaide, thanks to James, for this gig. Why don't you explain what your business?
What I do?
Yeah, explain it.
I design, install and sell playgrounds for a company called Compan. We're a leading edge playground manufacturer. Create play spaces for kids. Love it.
And my involvement is?
You take awesome shots, make them look good.
Yeah.
So people buy more of them.
So James invited me down, was it a year ago? It wasn't a year
Yeah,
back.
it's about a year ago, close to.
About a year back.
Yeah.
And we went around all the locations in Adelaide where his playground equipment is installed, and I photographed all the equipment. It was a fun day.
Yeah, it's good.
We traversed all over Adelaide, which is great for me because I used to live here, so this is my old stomping ground. And now he's got some more equipment that needs obviously adding to the catalogue, so that's why I'm here this weekend. Look at this. 2 lanes going either way. Adelaide, for as long as I've lived in Adelaide, this exact road was either going north or going south. And it swapped halfway throughout the day. It's so silly, hey? You want to go down south? No, the road's going north, so you have to go the other way. Yeah, on the back roads. And now they've finally made a great progress. I love it. Nikki, you've done wonders. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You've done wonders. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at this presentation for me sleeping in here. Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that lovely?
You can easily invest some of these for you to have.
It feels like, look, it's got the hotel fold. It feels like a hotel. Now, this is the singer of the band.
G'day, I'm Brian. How you going?
Jake and Gavin.
That's the one.
These are the other 2 guys in the band. Now we've met the whole band. This is the Emu Hotel. This is where the gig's going to be tonight. And now I'm going to trek over and try to find a location for this photo shoot. See what I can find. Work on the fly. What's down here? Nah, that's rubbish. Although, having said that's rubbish, I do like these milk crates. Flashes behind them giving some nice shadows. You know what? I said no, and I'm going to renege and say yay. What I've got going on here, I've just set up just to get some shadows and some cool lighting effects. Fucking hell. At the moment, it's still got a little bit too much daylight for my liking, but I know that we're kind of working on a time frame, so I'll work around you guys. If you want to shoot now, we can, and then you guys can chill.
I'm not hungry anyway.
I'm just a bit concerned that there's too much daylight happening, and I can kill the daylight with the high shutter speed. And
If we do some now, then maybe like get the bulk of it now. Then we do some
That's true.
And that, when it's darker,
we talked about that. Between sets isn't going to work so well because you guys will be like sweaty and tired and just want to chill.
As fucking everyone's gonna want to hug me and kiss me and fucking all that shit.
I say we do it now. We've got time. We might as well. Let's roll. So that way, that light's That's a wrap, man.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Very nice. Nice posing. Nice posings. Nice posing.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks. It's morning. What a place to wake up. Look at this. If it wasn't for working, I'm sure we'd be on that beach having a swim and probably a few jacks. Not right now because it's morning, but later on. But instead we got things to do. Coffee. Thank you for the coffee, Nikki. Technically speaking, for the photographers that are watching, I'm going to shoot these playgrounds using 3 flashes. There's actually a bit of cloud around, but predominantly it's a bright blue day. So I'm going to be definitely rocking high-speed sync and other technical issues, which is boring to anyone who's not a photographer. So we'll just go there and shoot. Here we are, first playground. This is the famous Adelaide Brickworks. Now we're going to Edwardstown North. Edwardstown? Evanston.
That, and this little group here.
Yeah, let's start that one first then. This is the third location. It's pretty difficult to shoot because there's nothing really for the light to hit.
Called a gateway park.
Gateway Park.
So we come in through that gateway into the villa or the estate.
Yeah.
And they use this to sell it. So when people come in, like they see this and they drive past this park and the kids get all excited and the parents not so.
I'll give you $10 if you jump in there. I'm gonna get a bit funky on this one. And that's a wrap, folks. That's how you shoot playground equipment. Thanks, James.
Thanks, Ben. Awesome.
From
Pleasure.
Playmazing. Yeah. Yeah. So it's the end of the day of shooting, and we've just been kicking back here.
Quite a Saturday night. A bit of Mark Kane.
Bit of Mark of Cain. We love the Mark of Cain. When I shot them back in March 2013, I sold this image of Kim to Field Presents, which looks after the Mark of Cain. Yeah, and
That's a great shot there, Ben.
the only thing is, I never got that was going to be used on a tour shirt. I never got one, and I've just mentioned it to James, and he has said he got one at the show. So you've got one of these shirts.
I reckon I wore it the other day. I'm sure of it. It's a great shot.
Can you pull it out, man? Can we see this shirt? And
It's not in the laundry. It must be on the line.
at least I get to see the shirt. I didn't get one, which kills me. And look, he's going out to his washing line. If he's got one out there, I'm gonna murder him for it. There's gonna be death in Moana. Dude, look, no, he's got one.
So I guess when they say no compromise, they had to get the best shot of the band that was ever taken.
Well, it hurts me that I didn't get one, but it does look good. I guess that's the main point. Say farewell to Adelaide.
Sadly, it's time.
To the airport. All right, man. Thanks,
All right.
James.
Always a pleasure, Ben.
Cheers, buddy.
Till next time, man.
Next
Look
time.
forward to having a look at the shots.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're what?
What a cute girl.
Welcome.
Nice try. Thank you.
Was I close? How do you
No,
say it?
it's curved. She got nowhere near. I like that you tried though.
Welcome.
No one ever gets my name correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sydney, where the time is 15 minutes to 3.
Now that I'm home, I also wanted to just make a mention of this. I got this from Rode Microphones. This camera that I'm using was for repair. The screw that screws into the cold shoe completely shattered and broke. I sent Rode an email saying, I love the video mic, complete user error. I dropped it and smashed it. Where can I buy the replacement screw? I needed this, just the screw, that's all. The lovely folk at Rode, and I'll find the name of the guy. Actually, no, I won't, because then you're probably emailing him asking for stuff. I sent a cold call email to Rode. Lovely chap replied and said, you can't actually buy those parts. Give me your address and I'll send it to you. So he sent me 2 of them, free of charge, to my home, and I've installed them and they're perfect. So Rode, thank you very much for that. It's really, really nice to come home. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great to go away, and those 2 jobs in Adelaide are awesome, but it is so good to be back home again. You know, you miss the comforts of your own bed and the layout of your house and just being comfortable. You know, get to see my awesome niece and nephew, Baxter and Claudia.
Yeah!
That's awesome.
Baxter and Claudia!
It's Claudia.
Yeah, film me, Uncle I want to be on the camera!
Hey, you know what? I just realised it's 21 episodes in and I haven't introduced you to Claudia and Baxter. Let's change all that. Oh, that's we're out of time. Now that that's finished, there's a few things that you can do. First, you can subscribe to my channel here. Then you can check out the previous minute here, check out a random minute here, or check out the first minute here. And if you're a photographer like I am, you might want to check out my Lightroom 6 presets here.